the next step in the 4-H landscape design project is go ahead and begin to add color to this, and then add the plants at the same time. So if you recall, a few lessons ago we did this, where we looked at different color groupings, and we also blended those together across the plants. And the other technique we used was 45 degrees. So all of our color will be added at 45 degrees. We're not doing this like we did when we were 5 years old. We don't want to color like that. We want to go 45 degrees with the color pencils and then layer the color up on top of that. And we can begin to blend those colors together as well as needed. So for this project, let's go ahead and start with the swimming pool. I'm going to remember to erase my pencil line here. It'll be the just want to give a few things color so we can begin to see the project. We're going to use our blue color blend on the swimming pool. So I have my light blue, my darker blue, and my violet. If you only have two blues, that's okay. You can blend those together kind of with the same idea. So I'm going to start with just my lightest color, which is the blue. Use my lightest color, and I am going to move it 45 degrees across the entire swimming pool. If I go outside the lines a little bit, that's okay. I want to kind of fill it as I go the best I can. If I leave with some white, that's okay too. It's actually good to lay it down light and just keep coming around. I'm using my wrist here. Just back and forth, filling in with the light blue. Take your time, do that well. Again at 45 degrees. All right, and then I'm going to take my dark blue, just called blue in this case. I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to add it to this side here. And so I'm going to have the sun coming from this direction, looking this way. And so, actually, let me say that again. I'm going to have the sun would be on this side. I'm going to have this as my light side, and so there would be shadow on this because it's deeper over here. So I'm going to add on this area, I'm going to add the darker blue. Again, 45 degrees. And kind of like begin to really build the shadow first of what that shadow from that edge of the pool would be. Okay. I can blend a little more into that. Then I'm going to take my purple, which is the darkest, and add that more at the edge. If I go outside the lines again, that's not a big deal. More at the edge there. I'm going to take my blue and kind of blend this back together a little more. And then my light blue, and do a kind of a full blend. I might have to do that 2 or 3 times to kind of get all this to come together. I'd rather add a little color every time than to go too dark at the beginning. And here I'm kind of making that one line pretty dark. I kind of cheated and didn't go quite 45 degrees there, sorry. I'm going to run that line on the line and then come back in and blend out at 45 degrees. And my purple. And so it takes a little time. You have to work through it, add a little bit of color each time. add a little purple out there. And so there's my swimming pool. Gonna do a similar thing on the lawn. Similar thing on the lawn area. Here I'm gonna start with the, in this case I'm gonna start with my light green. I have, this color group is light green, yellow, and dark green, just as we saw before. So right here, yellow, light green, dark green. I'm gonna start this time with my lighter green, and again 45 degrees. Again with my light green, I can go the 45 degrees and fill in this lawn area. I'm moving pretty quick here. You take your time and do a good job. And again, if I overlap the lines a little bit, I'm okay. I forgot to erase the word lawn here. Let me do that before I get too far in. Oops. Have a little bit of cleaning underneath. So something's underneath my paper right there, underneath my original paper there, that's messing that up a little bit. I have my light green. I'm going to go back and add dark green. More on the edge here. Blend that together a little more. In this case, the whole thing's flat, so I'm just going to kind of add it a little bit all the way around. Add a little, out here in the middle, I'm going to add a little yellow, kind of where the sun's hitting it better, more. And then bring my light green back in and kind of blend that together again. And you'd want to go back through, take your time, go back through and kind of do a little cleanup around the edges, especially where I've left some white area. And so there's my lawn area. I'm going to continue on and do the patio. For the patio, I might do I have a brown. I'm going to go really light on the patio area and my sidewalk with a brown. You can take your time with this. Don't forget to erase your text if you wrote that in, what's in different places. You don't need these pencils really sharp, you just need enough to work with. You can see where I put it back down. It needs to blend a little better. So here's my patio coming around. I'm going to do the same thing on the front sidewalk. Got a little carried away when outside the line. It's okay. Once we put some more lawn in there, that'll clean up. And I'm going to go ahead and finish this out with the patio and do the other lawns. And then we're going to come back and do the planting beds in the next segment. So, but it's beginning to take shape.